Ethan was in his final year of university. His home was in another town, so every day, he had to walk about 30 minutes to reach the train station to catch the 8 a.m. train. Around that time, the train was usually empty, so he often had a row to himself. It took him about an hour to reach home. To pass the time, he would read his textbooks or write notes. That night, there was one other passenger on the train, a girl sitting far away. Her long hair covered most of her face, so Ethan couldn't tell who she was. She wasn't moving at all, which felt odd. It looked like she was staring at something in her lap, but Ethan couldn't see what. He tried not to pay attention, but something about her just felt off. To distract himself, Ethan went back to writing in his notebook. Suddenly, a soft voice spoke. "Hi, my name's Jenna. What's yours?" Startled, Ethan looked up. The girl was now sitting directly in front of him. Her face was pale, almost ghostly, and her eyes were big and unnaturally dark. She stared at him with a strange, frozen smile. Feeling a bit uneasy, Ethan hesitantly replied with his name. They began an awkward conversation. Jenna asked about his university, and told him her campus was nearby too. The conversation went on, and Ethan started feeling a little more comfortable. But then she said something that made his skin crawl. "Isn't it strange how empty this train always is? Haven't you heard the rumors? People go missing on this train. That's why I avoid it, but tonight, I had no choice." "What?" Ethan asked. "I've never heard about that." Jenna leaned in a little. "Wait, do you hear that?" "Hear what?" "That strange sound. Listen." Ethan shook his head. "I don't hear anything. It's coming from outside." "Can't you hear it?" Jenna insisted. Just then, the train lights began to flicker. Dim, then total darkness. When the lights came back on, Jenna was gone. Panic set in. Ethan looked around. The train was now completely empty. And then, from behind his seat, a whisper. A laugh. "Ha ha ha." Ethan turned slowly. Jenna was there again, only now her face was even paler, eyes darker, and her smile wider and more unnatural. "I used to be a student, too," she whispered, "until I disappeared, just like the others." She leaned in close. "Now it's your turn, to stay here, forever." Just then, the train jolted to a stop. The doors opened. Light flooded in. It was his stop. Ethan ran out of the train without looking back. He never rode that train again.